Namaste. Hello, all my beautiful friends. Hello. I'm back. I'm doing much better. I'm a light little Palo Santo. As Katrina would say, up in this biatch. Little Palo Santo goes a long, long way. So, just like the prayers that you guys sent me, they went such a long, long way. And I'm going to apologize right now if I get emotional in this video because it's a very good possibility that I will. I had such a scary thing happen to me. God, please bless my beautiful sisters, my soul family, my YouTube family. Every prayer you guys made for me, every single bit of energy you put into the universe as a prayer for me, I felt that. I felt that. I want you to know I continue to feel it. And I absolutely believe that saved my life. I mean, that among other things. So, I guess I'm going to do a little story time and tell you guys what happened. So, I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning a few days ago, and I was having a lot of pressure and pain in my chest above my heart. This pain was going, it felt like somebody was sitting on my chest. It was incredibly hard to take a breath. And the pain began to travel into my arm, through my armpit. It was going all the way through my chest into my back shoulder blade and down my arm about this far. It was also going up into my neck. The pressure was getting worse and worse just as the minutes went by. It came to a point where I felt like, okay, I can't just sit around and wait. This isn't normal. There's something really wrong. And so my husband said, we're going to the urgent care. So we got right away. We got in the car. This was early in the morning. We went to the urgent care. When I got to the urgent care, they did like the triage thing. They took my blood pressure and it was like 250 something over 130 something. I can't remember exact numbers. It's kind of a blur back at that point. But it was very, very high. And they did a EKG, I think is what it's called, or an EEG, where they put the stickers all over me with the wires and they tested my heart. Immediately after doing that, they put in an IV and they gave me nitroglycerin on my tongue and started me on some fluids. And minutes later, once they got the result back from that test, they came and told my husband and I that I needed to be transported via ambulance to the cardiac hospital called St. Michael's. It's in Silverdale, Washington. It's supposed to be one of the best cardiac hospitals around. So that's where they chose to send me. It was quick. I was there within 15 minutes. They had me there with lights and sirens, the whole thing, which was very scary for me. I got there, and they performed all the same tests all over again. They came back and said that I was having a minor heart attack. So I had a battery of tests. I'm not done. There's a lot more to come. But they did stabilize me, and I was able to go home the next afternoon. So I'm on some new medications. I'm on blood pressure medications, blood thinners, and nitroglycerin for when the chest pains come back. So the information I received is that in the past year and a half, I've had COVID 3 times. I had each variant. I had the beginning one and each variant. I was lucky enough that my cases of COVID were not that bad, and I made it through them quite easily. To me, it felt like nothing but a bad, bad cold. But because I have an underlying illness with my MS and my immune system was quite compromised, my body was fighting harder to get better than I thought. And it has caused some lasting damage in my heart. This is absolutely terrifying when this happens to you. And the scary thing is that it's basically irreversible, but it's treatable. This is a new diagnosis the doctors are making for people. It's a post-COVID heart condition. There are people out there who barely made it through COVID. They had ventilators in. They struggled to live, and they won that fight. A lot of people didn't, but a lot of people won that fight. Those of us who did, I never had a ventilator. Mine never got that bad. Thank God for that. Those of us who did survive COVID, those of us who had multiple variations of it and survived each time, are a year after now having to deal with what is called a post-COVID heart condition. Many people are having this happen to them. Many people who survived that horrible thing and made it through and felt like they had survived it and made it through are now coming back to the hospitals with heart conditions. The hospitals are inundated with people right now who are dealing with heart conditions post-COVID. The hospitals do not operate the same way that they used to. They're overwhelmed, they're understaffed, and they're almost like they're on auto drive. There's very little humanity in their actions. They're like robots. Within 20 minutes of me being there, they had mistook me for other patients twice. They tried to put a device onto me that didn't belong to me. It belonged to a man who's 220 pounds and 6'5". That is, you couldn't get any more opposite than that for me. But they still came to me and handed me his paperwork, began to put an appliance on me that was not meant for me. And it really scared me. I stopped them. I said, this is not my paperwork. This is not my name. This is not me. And I want you to make sure before you do this that this is not a mistake. And sure enough, it was a mistake. They realized that they had mistook me with another patient. The reason for that is because there was no rooms. In the hospital, we stayed in the hallways on beds. And when they did redid the test with the cardiogram thing where they had to put the stickers all over me, I was wearing a gown in the hallway on my bed, and they whipped my gown open in front of everybody and showed my everything to do this test. My immediate reaction was to stop and say, wait, what about my privacy? But there's no privacy in the hospitals anymore. You don't get to be in a nice, comfortable room where you have a button to call the nurse, where you have specialists that come in and visit you. It doesn't work that way anymore. Post-COVID, everything is different. And the hospitals are terrifying and scary. And they don't feel like a safe place. 30 minutes later, they came and tried to discharge me. Before my tests were completed, before I had answers, before I even had spoke with the doctor. Again, they mistook me for another patient. I did get to complete my tests. I was referred to a cardiologist, and it's a very good cardiologist, but he's inundated with post-COVID heart patients. So I kind of took priority because I did have an event which gave me a little priority. I was able to get in and see him. I have to wear a heart monitor machine, which I'm not going to show you. It's hanging on me. I have to wear it for 14 days. After 14 days, they will take the machine and I guess hook it up to the computer and read my heart activity over a period of 14 days during different activity levels and this and that and the other. The medication that they put me on has helped a lot. It's brought my blood pressure way down to normal. At this point, today is the first time I've gotten actually a normal reading. The pressure in my chest has subsided. I still continued to have pressure in my chest after I left the hospital. But it has subsided at this point now that I've been on the medication for 2 days. So I figured I would put on some makeup because putting on makeup always makes me feel better. And use what little bit of energy I have for the rest of this day on a little video so that I could come and tell you guys about my experience. So while I was there, I was trying to meditate to deal with the noise and all the chaos going on around me. I was praying and meditating, and I fell asleep. I don't know how, but I did fall asleep for a while. And while I was asleep, I heard all of your guys' prayers. I heard all of them. I saw Katrina. I saw Katrina come to me and tell me I was going to be okay, that it wasn't my time, and I still had work to do, and to trust in God that I was going to be okay. I would have some work to do on my own self-healing, and when I got out, but she told me these things, and when I woke up, it felt like she was actually had come to visit me in person. It was amazing, and it meant everything to me, and it got me through that. So Katrina, you're just so priceless and amazing, and I feel so indebted to you and everybody that prayed for me. It was very scary. It continues to be a little bit scary. There's some permanent damage, but it's treatable, so that's good. One of the things that was a contributing factor was the Thrive that I was taking. Even though I didn't have horrible cases of COVID, it still took a toll on me. It has taken a toll on everybody. People are just finding out. But I put further stress on my heart by using the Thrive, which was lots and lots of vitamins and a lot of caffeine, a lot of green tea caffeine, energy, ginkgo biloba, and different energy creating herbs, a proprietary blend that raises your blood pressure, that raises your metabolism, and it causes stress on the heart. If I was a normal, healthy person that had didn't have an underlying disease and had not had COVID and the heart condition that post-COVID is bringing on to immune-compromised people and other people, it may not have happened. But it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. So I've been advised to quit using that, and of course I'm going to. But it was like a series of events that led me up to that. It was really scary, and it made me realize and remember that I am immortal. I am mortal. I am immortal, but my body is. My body very much is mortal and is not going to last forever, and in the blink of an eye, it could be done. Now, I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of death because I know that there's something past just this earthly existence. I know this with all my heart, so I don't have fear of death. But I get sadness thinking that I don't want to leave yet. I want to work here, and I want to help people, and I want to heal people, and I want to help find justice for people who have not gotten that and who deserve that. I want to help find these babies that are lost in the world and have no voice. They need us, and they come to me because they trust and believe in me, and I want to be here for them, and I want to be here for my son, and I want to be here for my husband. I know that I won't be here forever, but I'm not ready to go. Please excuse my emotions. So, happy. I'm trying to keep myself in a happy place, and doing my heart chakra affirmations, using my crystals, wearing my greens, doing my affirmations 4 times a day, meditating, relaxing. I'm really not doing much. So that's doctor's orders, and so I just wanted to come on real quick. This isn't going to be long. I just wanted to thank everybody so much from my heart for the prayers that you sent. God heard those. He heard everyone, and there were so many of you. I'm humbled by this, and I've always had a problem in my life feeling worthy because my family threw me away. and doubted who and what I am my whole life, and it made me feel like a nobody. To have such a beautiful, wonderful group of people advocating and praying for me is so humbling and so heart fulfilling. I'm crying happy tears at this point. I appreciate you all. I love you all. And I can't imagine my life without every one of you in it, because you are my soul sisters and my prayer warriors. You're my people, and I'm so grateful for all of you, and I'm so grateful for all of my beautiful friends and family outside of YouTube as well, because I had a lot of support, a lot. I wasn't expecting that, and I'm so humbled and grateful, and I love you. I love you all, sending you so much love, so much gratitude. I received your beautiful, wonderful prayers. You guys saved my life. And so from here, I ask maybe that you can continue to send me prayers as I go navigating through the next steps of the process to try to get further healing. But there is something I want to say. I am one tough bitch, okay? I was told years ago that I should be in a wheelchair. Someone would be dressing me and feeding me and performing all the tasks of daily life for me. And I have proven that wrong. I have risen above and beyond that in my faith in God and love in the universe. And I've got to add to that all of you beautiful people that were here for me. I'm not going down that easy. It's not going to happen. And I'm grateful to you guys for helping me with that. I love you all. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Inside of me, in this desert I can look at you with love, seeing all that I can learn. Can you stay and I will grow?